Every live episode I search all over the internet, I scour all over the internet for stories that are weird, crazy, and out there. This is Strange But True Live.
So I had to redo this live stream because I was a fucking idiot and forgot to turn the sound on. So those of you that watched the original live stream, if you will, before it was deleted, if you were like, hey, Kai, there was no sound to the live stream, I apologize for that. This is the redone version where hopefully you'll be able to actually freaking hear me and not, like, hear nothing. So, welcome to the live stream. I try to do these as much as I'm able to, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But I did do one, I think, previously, like, last month or 2 months ago, but I'm trying to do these more regularly when I can to, you know, get it going and whatnot. So, anyways, if you want to see some more of the, real quick before I jump into it, if you really want to see some more of the Strange But True live streams, it's in the description bar down below. It'll be there in the link. Just click it and you can see other previous Strange But True live streams that I've had in the past. And also, if you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future Strange But True live streams. So let's just jump into it. The first one is takes place in Florida. This motorist was driving home from work, if you will, and he witnessed what he believes to be some kind of portal, if you will. And in fact, I actually have some visual of that, so hold on, let me get it set up real quick. There we go. And let's show that visual.
Wow, that's beautiful. At 5:51 in the morning, this is what we see in the sky.
So some pretty crazy stuff, right? So that was posted on the website Coast to Coast AM, if you will, and that guy, as he said, he was driving home and he saw this opening in the sky, if you will, and was like, whoa, what is that? He believed it was like some kind of portal to another world, like heaven or something, or a portal to some other kind of dimension, if you will. But it may be an optical illusion, if you will, but I put it in the Strange But True video because it is really strange. He was just driving home and he sees this in the sky and he's like, whoa, what is that? So comment down below what you think it particularly is. I'd like to hear your feedback. But the article says that he was captivated by the scene. He pulled over to the side of the road and captured this aerial enigma with his cell phone. He said, it was like the gates of heaven were opening. He later marveled, reflecting on what he saw that morning. It was dark, and then all of a sudden a bright hole opened in the sky. I watched it open. It was amazing. I thought God was coming back. Lest one think Brenson was being hyperbolic, he left no doubt as to his miraculous interpretation of the event, using that, I believe in God, and I do believe this was a religious experience. I've never seen anything like this. I feel blessed. Like I said, it was on the website Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie. I may actually be pronouncing his name wrong. But yeah, so he literally believes it was some kind of spiritual experience. It could have been some aerial optical illusion, if you will, or it could have been some portal to another world or another dimension. Who knows? But that's why it's in the Strange But True story. So comment down below, like I already said, of what you think it is and what you think was going on. I'd like to hear your feedback. So that's the first Strange But True story, if you will, for this video. Okay. Now the next one, believe it or not, it takes place in India. The parents are suing their son and daughter-in-law for not giving birth. Yes, you heard me right. So they wanted grandchildren, and they're like, we're suing you because you did not give us grandchildren. The article says that they are suing for, well, I'm not sure how to pronounce that in the Indian money, but in U.S. it would be $650,000 from their son and daughter-in-law on grounds for mental harassment following failure to give them grandchildren. So yes, you heard me right. These parents were like, you know what, son? We're suing you and your wife because you did not have grandchildren. That's a crazy and off-the-wall thing to sue someone for. But yeah, exactly. That's what they're suing them for, is for not having grandchildren. And I mean, if you ask me, that's just a crazy thing to sue someone for. Is like, you did not give us grandchildren, so we're suing you because of that. But it's like, why would you sue someone for that? But anyway, so the article continues. They're suing for mental harassment. According to Times of India, Prasad stated that he sent his son to the U.S. in 2006 to pursue a pilot training course and spent $65,000 for it. He also added that when his son returned to India in 2007 on account of the global economic recession, he provided him financially. He had lost his job and not found another for over 2 years. I supported him financially during this period as well, said the 60-year-old. He also mentioned that his wife was in poor health and their son got married in 26, and they hoped that they would give them a grandchild to play with. I get that they supported their son and daughter-in-law, if you will, but suing them because they did not give you grandchildren is ridiculous. It sounds like something that would happen in Florida or some other crazy United States state, but no, this story is happening in India, and that's why it's in this strange but true video, if you will. I just think it's crazy that they think they have the right to sue their son for that. Now, this next strange true story is about a man that has a rare skin condition that he becomes basically a human magnet. This man has a skin condition that makes it possible for him to stick objects to his face. In fact, let's show the video of that.
Hi, I'm Jamie Keaton, also known as Can Head. I am the Guinness World Record holder for the most cans stuck to a human head. Everything sticks to my whole body. It's not just my head, it's my legs, my arms, my back, my butt, everywhere. Things stick to me. When I first discovered it, I was 7 years old. My toys started sticking to my hands, but my parents thought it was just the pine sap from the trees that I climbed. So I pretty much left it alone for a while until I first shaved my head for the first time at a ball game. And at the ball game, I was trying to cool my head down. I dried it off first, grabbed a can of pop, and just started cooling my head down. As I was doing that, they hit a home run. I went up to grab it and missed it. And then I was like, where's my drink? It was stuck to the back of my head. I went to a doctor after the baseball incident at the game, and I wanted to know why. Why is it that things stick to me? I walked in with a can of peanuts and was stuck to the side of my head, and he goes, how do you do that? I go, that's what I'm here for. I want to find out how I do it. So he did a couple of things, and that's when he told me he thinks my skin pores suck in oxygen and makes things stick to me, and that I'm literally like one of 4 in the world that he knows of.
So yeah, as you saw, that man literally has the ability to like have anything stick to his body. He's like a human magnet, if you will. Any objects, like he said, peanuts at one point at a ball game stuck to his head. He can stick cans to his head. All kinds of other crazy stuff. He holds the World Guinness World Record for his skin condition or superpower, if you will, that gives him that ability. His skin literally sucks objects to the body. They stay without falling. He says this is because the skin takes in more oxygen than other people's skin does. All he has to do is place an object such as a soda can, a cell phone, or even a full can of peanuts on his head, and the object will stay attached to him like a magnet. Like, this dude is like a real-life superhero, if you will. Which makes you wonder of how many other people have certain conditions or anomalies or genetic mutations that make it possible to where they could actually literally be like a real-life superhero. And it makes you wonder that if stories from comic books, if some of these comic book writers like observed certain behavior of people doing certain things, and that's where they got their idea, if you will, for their comic book characters and comic book, having these kind of abilities. So comment in the comment section of what you think of these particular stories that I have had so far. Okay, so one of the comments is like, wow, Canhead, that's it. Yeah, that's what he calls himself. And yeah, it is crazy. So anyways, let's jump to the next story, if you will. Okay, just a second. Now this one's interesting. I'm not going to tell you anything yet. I'm just going to play the clip. And you'll see what I mean. Hold on, I'm trying to find the video.
Just open up the froze. Open it.
Oh my god, I see it already. Who bought them? The school?
Yeah. They just sent out an email saying.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Thank you, St. Anselm's.
Okay, just like I'll make it down. So yeah, this Catholic school, I'm assuming a private school, was selling flowers a little while ago. This is a little bit of old story, not too old, but like about a few weeks old. For Mother's Day, they were selling these flowers, and apparently they had thongs in them. Yes, you heard me right. It was a Northeast Philly Catholic school that accidentally sold Mother's Day's flowers stuffed with thongs. St. Anselm School is where it happened, and 250 students. They have 250 students pre-K through 8th grade, and they mistakenly sold fake roses that had red thongs folded inside the flowers. Which, as you saw, that was one of the clips, and it's just like, wow. I'm pretty sure some of the couples weren't that, upset about it. Like, some of the guys are like, oh yeah, baby, you're wearing this thong tonight. And then some of the mothers that were single mothers like, well, I guess I know what I'm going to be wearing out on a date tonight. So, still a little funny though, and it's still a little strange that, yeah, that happened where it was, School officials explained that the roses were purchased under the impression that they were suitable for Mother's Day. They didn't realize these were frisky Valentine's Day gifts intended for adults, and not ideal for an elementary school, let alone a Catholic school. St. Anselm Parish took immediate steps to remediate this issue when it became known exclusive of broad communication with school families. Ken Gavin, spokesperson for the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, said Tuesday, the situation represents an unfortunate mistake and we deeply apologize. Gavin said the matter is still under review by school and parish administration to determine exactly how it happened. Gavin also said, we sincerely regret any embarrassment and discomfort that was caused and wish all mothers in the community a happy and blessed Mother's Day with hearts full of gratitude. The thing is, some of those mothers are going to have a very happy Mother's Day. Like, very, very happy Mother's Day. Like, yeah, just saying. That's why it's in the Strange But True video. But anyways, it said, for the curious, a bouquet of these lacy panty roses goes for $5.45 at Theon Apparel, or just at $1.25 a piece from dhgate.com, the Chinese e-commerce site whose vendors supply Northeast Philly with tons of bootleg Eagles and Sixers jerseys. So yeah, not only can you buy these sexy flowers, if you will, from this particular site, but you can also buy that bootleg Iron Man. It'll be Steel Man because it won't be actual Iron Man. You can buy probably all kinds of bootleg shit from them. So yeah, that's why this was in that Strange But True video, if you will. So comment down below in the comment section of what you thought of these particular stories and whatnot. I'd like to hear your feedback.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
So anyways, so far, tell me what you think of any of the stories that we showed. Now, the next segment is Strange People in History. I actually have an entire Strange People in History playlist. If I can remember, I'll put that in the description bar down below. If I can't, just go to my main YouTube page, check in the playlist, and you can find the Strange People in History playlist. I'll try to remember, though, after I'm done with this live stream, to put the link to the Strange People in History playlist so you can watch all the videos that I've done in recent years of Strange People in History. So, anyways, we're going to get to that segment now, so here's that segment.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mordecai Lacrosse, and it's time for another Strange People in History. That's right. Let's start the show.
So this is our first Strange People in History for this particular segment, and this is, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'll just spell it Ngoc. He lives in Vietnam, and he's a Vietnamese insomniac, which you're like, well, okay, guy, that's like really not that big of a deal. I mean, I'm an insomniac. I can't get so much sleep either. But the thing is this particular guy has not had any sleep for 30 years. Yeah, his insomnia doesn't let him sleep, but it hasn't let him sleep for 30 years. But what's weird, what's strange, if you will, of why he's a strange person in history, is that he functions almost as normally as anyone else. He does a lot of farm work. Yeah, he needs a little bit of medical help. That's kind of obvious because he's had no sleep for 3 decades, but yeah, he has a lot of physical and emotional trouble, but he has actually not slept for 30 years. Like, just imagine that. He hasn't had any kind of sleep for 30 years, yet somehow he still functions just like anyone else, and that's why I've stuck him in this Strange People in History episode. So, I mean, just imagine that. That guy has not slept. I wonder, since they said that occasionally when you have insomnia, that your dream, the being able to dream actually happens in reality, so you'll actually hallucinate and see things that aren't there. I wonder if that's ever happened to this man, since he has not been asleep for 30 years. And I mean, I thought it was impossible to actually not sleep that long. Like, I thought, like, people would die, but obviously not. I wouldn't suggest you actually, denying yourself sleep just to see if you could break that guy's record. You're most likely die. I mean, this guy has insomnia. That's why he hasn't been able to sleep for, 30, something years and whatnot. So this next strange person in history can eat about anything. And I mean anything. Like, probably even this container he could probably eat. So this is Michael Lotito. He is a Hungarian-born man who has set records many a times. And the thing is, he can eat anything. Metal, rubber, anything. And somehow still survives. He has eaten cars, motorcycles, bicycles, and an entire aircraft. Despite having this strange diet, he has never gotten ill or anything like that from this particular, thing or condition that he has, if you will. And it's because his intestinal line can resist any type of poisoning from any kind of food. So yeah, if it can actually be called food at all, really, when you think of it. Which makes you wonder, like, since the fact he can eat anything, if he's ever eaten a cell phone. I mean, I guess he probably has. I mean, just imagine the bets when he was growing up as a kid. His friend's like, hey, dude, I bet you can't eat this. And he eats it. And they're like, oh, shit, well, I just lost $50. This guy right here is Sultan Kozayan, or Kazian. I'll put it on the screen. Is the tallest man on Earth currently at 8 feet and 3 inches. At 8 feet and 3 inches, he holds the record for the tallest man alive, and he lives in Turkey. Now, unfortunately, because of his height, it's kind of a disability more than a gift, if you will, because his long bones make it difficult for him to walk. I'm pretty sure he has a hard time walking into buildings as well because of how tall he is and how short doorways are, so he probably has to duck a lot. But I mean, I'm pretty sure people like him have existed throughout history, and that's probably where we get the stories of, giants. They were just actually people with this kind of condition that this particular man has. So that's why he's in this Strange People in History video, because of how strange he is on being tall, if you will. I kind of feel bad for the guy because of the debilitation that comes with his height. Now, this person is Paul Carson, or Carasian. He's known as the Blue Man. See, Paul actually ingested this colloidal silver to treat a skin condition, but the silver in that particular medication reacted with the sunlight and turned his skin blue. This is called argyria. He gained fame and notoriety, appearing on several talk shows and news shows because of this. This actually made the FDA to actually ban it. FDA was like, yeah, we need to ban silver in any over-the-counter drugs. Now, he passed away in 2013 from a heart attack, and it wasn't related to his condition, but he's in this Strange People in History video because he's literally actually blue. Makes you wonder if you ever heard that song, the blue song where it goes, I live in a blue house and a blue Corvette and everything around me is blue. Yeah, that song, because that should have been his theme song. Just saying. Now, the next Strange People in History video is this woman, Asha Mandela. No relation to Nelson Mandela. She's known for the longest dreads in the world. She actually refers to herself as the Black Rapunzel. Her dreads braid hair into more tightly woven strands as well. Imagine how much hair she actually has given how long her dreads are in the first place. I mean, probably undone, the dreads probably equal to her hair being even longer. But she's known for the woman that has the world's longest dreads. And I mean, from the photo, as you can tell, she literally is like Rapunzel. Like it would be like, Asha, Asha, let your hair down, or what was it? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down. Yeah, so something like that. And that's why she's in this Strange People in History video. Now, this next person is in a Strange People in History video. Her name is Eileen Brown. She's from Bolton, England, and she's a real-life bionic woman. When she had all but two of her joints replaced to treat her, arthritis, her left elbow is now the only joint remaining in her body. All the rest of it are replacement parts. She literally is like a real-life bionic woman. Now, for this next person, I couldn't find an actual photo, so I just stuck this photo. This is not the actual photo of the person, which obviously, because an 87-year-old Chinese grandmother stumped doctors when she came to him with a large carved horn on her head. According to reports, it started as a black mole on her forehead, then suddenly the mole split open and a horn started growing. The actual medical term for a condition is cutaneous horn, which is a usual yet benign skin tumor, and now she is known as the Unicorn Woman, which is why she's in this Strange People in History video. But like I said, I couldn't find the photo at the time, so I just threw this one in there. This is not the actual photo. And so this next strange person in history is known in Russia as the girl with X-ray eyes. Natasha Demkina claims to have X-ray-like vision that allows her to see inside human bodies. Now you're thinking, oh, Kai, yeah, she can claim it, but that doesn't mean that, she actually has it. Well, here's an interesting fact for you. Her diagnoses have often been more accurate than doctors. She has developed a following of doctors, patients, journalists, and others who believe her powers are real because of her accurate diagnosis, hailing her as an actual person that may have X-ray vision. Now, this next person, if you will, I would say to not try anything he does at home. Like I said, again, do not try anything that Gino Martina does at home. He is a professional wrestler and a strongman who has the ability, the superhuman ability to smash through things with his skull, like almost anything. He has broke concrete cinder blocks over his head, In 2011, he set the World Guinness record for the most concrete blocks, 45 of them, broken on his head. Like, he literally can just headbutt through shit. And that is why he's, like, literally, in my opinion, a fucking badass. But you should not try anything that he does at home. Just a warning, that way it's out there. Do not try anything he does at home, because he is professional and has the ability to. Where you most likely will just get a headache or most likely brain damage. So I do these kind of strange people in history videos all the freaking time on my YouTube channel that you're watching this video from. So all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future strange people in history videos, because there's tons more in an entire playlist, if you will, of this series where I talk about other strange people in history as well. So be sure to check that out and comment of what you thought of these particular strange people in history videos. I mean, especially the last one, that was just wow. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's it for this episode of Strange People in History video. I'm your host, Mordecai Lacrosse. As always, stay strange. So comment down below of what you thought of any of these stories that I've showed so far, or any of the strange people in history. I'd like to hear your feedback. Those of you just tuning in just now, after this video ends, you can go back and watch everything so far of this live stream, if you will. I don't have much else in this video. I mean, I usually try to make these strange but true videos a lot longer than it actually is, if you will. But of course, I did this video at the last minute, and then I had to redo this video because the previous version of this video, I forgot to turn on the sound. I didn't have the mic turned on, so I had it disabled for some reason, so I had to redo it. And so anyways, though, if you want to see more of these strange true live streams, I have an entire playlist. Also, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of future strange but true live streams. Also, check out my strange but true playlist, Strange People in History playlist, and Paranormal Plus playlist. That's all right here on this channel, if you will. Alright.
The stream will be ending soon. The stream will be ending soon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be in tune the next time that we do a Strange but True live. The Strange but True live stream will be ending soon. This song I'm doing right now is really lame. Really lame. The stream will be ending soon.
I would like to begin with a poem in old-fashioned meter. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you. Be good to us, and we'll be good to you.